Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the Deekstra Gaming, bringing you the finest yet cringiest content this platform has to offer. Welcome back to the Deekstra Talk. Sorry, last week I missed an episode. I was sick, I was drained, and I did not really feel like making one of these, so I just thought I'd skip it and wait. But either way, welcome back to the Deekstra Talks, episode 2. Anyways, let's get right into today's episode. What's the subject for today? Well, I don't really know yet, to be honest. Let's just have a nice little free podcast where I talk about whatever I want. So, I want to talk about some gaming news, because why not? So, GTA 6 got leaked. That was interesting. Had the internet in a storm. I'm honestly really excited, but I don't know. The game's art style, it looks really realistic, which is cool, but like, it's different from what we're used to because we're all used to like some like realistic cartoonish looking like GTA world, but now this just straight up looks like Red Dead Redemption. But like it was like beta testing videos, so I guarantee when, the full version comes out, Rockstar will actually, make the graphics look way better. But either way, this is pretty insane. And I also would like to talk about something else in the GTA world. This has nothing to do with GTA itself, but I'm doing something in GTA that I need more people for, since there's only 4 of us currently. So does anyone that plays GTA on the PS4 version still, or they're on PS5 and they're playing the PS4 version just like me, can you like message me or something? Cause like I need more than one person for this, and you're interested in role playing that too. Anyways, so today I would like to talk about some stories. Stories of my life, because why not? So, what can I talk about? I'll talk about camping stories, because why not? They're always interesting. So, this year, it might not seem like it since I'm a gaming channel, but me and my family actually love camping. We go camping all the time during the summer, and we go to this place called Grand Cache every summer. If you look that up on Google Maps, I guarantee it'll show up. But either way, we like to go camping and we like to do fun things out there, like quadding or ATVing, whatever you want to call it, side by sides, and other exciting things. Once I almost died out there. There's a creek out there called Sheep Creek, which is where we do camp. It's like a private area. It's not like a provincial or national park. It's just a little area on a dirt road that we like to camp in. Once I almost died in that creek. So I was in a tube going down the creek. This is years ago. And like the tube flipped and I was stuck and I smashed my head against a bunch of rocks. And then when my parents got me out of the water, my granny like ran over scared and I almost drowned. I was under the water for a good solid like minute. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, this is it. This is the end. This is where it all ends. My dream of becoming a YouTuber isn't even gonna become true. But okay, I wasn't actually thinking that, but here we are. So yeah, that was interesting. Oh yeah, another thing I want to talk about is the Deekster Gaming channel's 2-year anniversary. So yesterday, September 18th, the Deekster Gaming turned 2 years old, which honestly is absolutely amazing. I still remember what happened the night I asked my dad if I could make a YouTube channel. September 17th, 2020, I was in a party with my old friend, my old friend Bobo Beep, and my friend Dorito, and I was talking to them. And then Doritos like, oh, I'm gonna go AFK. And at this time, we really like role playing in Garden for Two, cause like why not? And then I was talking to Bo, and I'm like, what if I start a YouTube channel? And and we could like make a role play. And I asked my dad, whatever. The first episode of the Deeksher Talks is already like dedicated to my channel, so I don't want to go over it too much. But like, I could have probably gotten way more than 73 subs, but like the first year of making content, I didn't really like, do much exciting. When I released my first FNAF video, that's when I really exploded. I got like like 12 subscribers from that video alone. It almost got 1,000 views. It's my most viewed video, the very first FNAF, and it is quite an interesting one. If you want to watch it, you can. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys, and I just really want to spend a moment to just realize how much of a goal that is. I got 73 subs now, I'm pretty sure. I got like 3 just yesterday alone from like, the videos I made. I played Fortnite with a friend. I made a little skit face reveal, and I also made that one video called 2 Years of the Deepster Gaming, which was literally just a bunch of clips from my past videos, just mixed together. But yeah, it's amazing that my channel is already 2 years old. Feels like yesterday, me and Bo and Dorito were all getting excited over a roleplay series on PvZ. That felt like yesterday, but that was over 2 years ago now. 2 years and 2 days ago, because I made my first video the day after I got my channel. But anyways, back when it's called the Deekster Gaming Channel. Thank you for that. And now I want to talk about maybe some school stories about my YouTube channel. I'll just go into like better detail on some, stories I was talking about in the first episode, but didn't really go into greater detail. So, in episode 1, I said when I first made my channel, no one at my school really knew about it. A couple of my friends did. It wasn't really a big deal. Until one day, someone figured out, and a couple other people did, and then I decided to just tell like a bunch of people. And then all of a sudden, I got quite a few subscribers actually, so it was kind of a smart move, but at the same time it wasn't. Because now, my channel is just absolutely, that's like the hot topic of my school at this point. Like, not my school, but my grade. And I have all my, all my fellow grade students, I guess, just always talking about it and making fun of me for it. That was a moment in hell for me. Thankfully, when I got to grade 7, though, it kind of just faded away. People still knew about it, but like no one really bugged me as much about it, except my old friend who moved schools. His name's Cairo. He one day in digital design. This is how the grade 8s figured out about it. We were in a digital design class, third semester, and then he decided to play one of my videos in the middle of class, directly in the middle of class. I was tired. It was morning, and I just got really pissed at him. I accidentally swore in class, and the teacher got mad at me. And all the grade 8s are like, "The teacher gaming?" And then they're searching up. They're like, "No, that's not him." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God, they won't find me." And then Kyle starts exposing me more. He's like, "Yeah, teacher gaming made these videos." And they're like, "Oh, I found him." They all start subscribing and blasting my videos in the class. And I'm like, "Holy shit, man. It was not fun. It was actually terrible." And my ex-girlfriend was in that class too. She just like sat on top of a counter and she just chuckled about it, and ugh, disgusts me every time I think of that. I just hate it so much. Anyways, so after that emotional roller coaster, really, Cairo's gone now, which is sad. But other than a few times in grade 7 and the hell ton of times in grade 6, the teacher gaming at school, at my school at least, just I stopped getting bugged about it and people just got used to it. Occasionally, someone will call me the Deekster Gaming in the hallway, or they'll just remind me of my subscriber count, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, nowhere near as bad. Thank God, because, like, that was terrible. I actually hated it. It wasn't fun. If you ever make a channel that you make actual garbage and cringe on purpose, well, chances are you're gonna get bugged about it at school. Just saying. So, be careful for that. Anyways, so, well, while I was making some videos yesterday, I was like, oh my God, 2 years. I'm like, that's unbelievable. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what's something you could film when you're like still kind of semi-sick? Not anymore though, but like when you're still kind of semi-sick and you want to record something stupid to celebrate your channel's at 2 year anniversary. I have a great idea. So I put my house coat on, which is what I wear in most of my videos, on purpose. If anyone wonders, no, that's not me being lazy wearing a house coat at 5 p.m. Uh, well, sometimes it is, but I actually, like to wear my house coat in my videos because it looks more stupid and goofy. So that is not on I mean, that is not an accident. That is on purpose. Anyways, so I was thinking to myself, I got my house coat on, and then I got my iconic Iron Man mask, my so iconic Iron Man mask. Honestly, I'm thinking of actually just spray painting the red part of it black, and then gluing like my logo on paper on the front of it instead of it, being just an Iron Man mask. I'm thinking of doing that, but I don't know. So I got it on, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it seem like I work at like a studio or something, which I obviously don't. So, I walk in, the office sounds playing in the background, saying it's been 2 years, and I was wondering what to do at the end of the video, and I'm like, what's something to do to celebrate 2 years of the G-Shirt Gaming? Something really stupid? Nah, I'll do a face reveal. I don't even care anymore. Even though my face is already kind of revealed in the video where I react to videos I made in 2015. You can see my face when I was like 6 or 7. But yeah, I made a video on that. If you want to watch it, please don't. If you know me in real life, don't watch that video. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll do a face reveal. So I took the mask off calmly. I didn't want to be like, oh my god, I took the mask off, or just like rip it off. I just calmly take it off like something's, like, like everything's normal. Chances are, though, in those little skits I make, I'm not gonna make it like a big deal. I'm not gonna like never just not wear my mask anymore. I'm probably still gonna wear the Iron Man mask, but just as that little joke, I didn't. Anyways, so when I was done that video, I'm like, okay, put it into CapCut, change the little things, whatever, put that office sound in. When I was done, I'm like, okay, it's done, moving on. Like an hour or two passes, and I'm like, I'm bored. I want to make another video to celebrate. I can't just make a tiny little skit to celebrate my channel's 2-year anniversary. Oh, I have a great idea. So then I decide to like make some montage of just a bunch of clips from my channel, from like usually from like oldest to newest, which is what all of them were, except one. I accidentally switched the podcast, the music video, which was completely my fault. Did not mean to do that. But I made it, and I was like, okay, this is exciting, I guess. Put that little sad moment in, played my ASMR video at the very end, which I still regret making like a year later. Posted it, it did pretty good. A special thanks comment where everyone that were in one of my videos at least once. It starts out as friends from school, and then 2 family members, and then the rest are just online friends or old online friends, a mix of both. There probably is a couple people that I forgot to add onto that list, but whatever. Anyways, so when I made that, I'm like, yeah, done. This should be good enough. And then my one friend Oliver, who's the guy in the live stream I did for Fortnite yesterday, was like, well, not live stream, video I made. He's like, yo, are we still gonna make the video? And I'm like, oh, I was thinking of doing something different this year, but if you have time, we can. And he's like, yeah, I got time. So Oliver in his weird voice got on the game, recorded like a 40-minute video, 2 Fortnite rounds, Victory Royale on both, which was cool. New season too. And yeah, and after that, I had to go to bed because school the next day, and I'm like, whatever. I don't need to make anything else. This is good enough. Which it was. And I'm gonna say, the 2-year anniversary was kind of better than the 1-year anniversary. 1-year anniversary, I didn't know what to do, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just go down a nostalgia trip, and I'll play Garden Warfare Garden Warfare 2. Played it for an hour, uh, moaned at the end. Played it with DC, who is also an old friend now. Played it with him. And then finally, at the end of that, they're like, get on Fortnite. My friend Oliver, get on Fortnite. We should make a video together. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I get on. and my ex-girlfriend, who wasn't my girlfriend yet, was also on, and we're like, hey, we should invite her. So she joins. After like an hour of playing Fortnite, it's like 9:30 now, and I'm like, okay, we should stop. So after this, I'm like, okay, well that went well, whatever. And then he's like, you guys want to keep playing games? So then we kept playing games for like the rest of the night. It was like 2 in the morning, uh, until I finally decided to go to sleep. No, it was like 3 a.m. Never mind. It was like 3:30. Anyways, that's pretty much it for that. I mean, how much time do we have? Let's see how long we're in. I usually like to. I want to try and go for 30 minutes. Oh, 15 minutes. Jesus, we still have half of the episode left. Okay, we're good. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's keep playing. I'm having fun anyways. So I'm like, okay, well that was nice. 1 year, 1 year already. I can't believe I did this. And we kept playing. Oliver was being weird, like he always is in real life. Hey Oliver, if you're listening to this, and if you made it this far, congrats. So I was playing with them. He was being weird. He was doing the bottle flip emote. We were playing creative together. And then for some reason, they started talking about crushes and stuff, drama, and I liked her, so I didn't want to get really involved in that. Oliver at the time also liked her, and I'm like, oh god, I don't want to say anything. So I just stayed silent about it until Oliver and Haley were both like, tell us, 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 and I'm like, oh my god, no. Until it was like 2:40 at this point, and then Oliver's like, fine, I will do some bottle flips. After like how many bottle flips was it? After he did like 30 bottle flips in a row on Fortnite. I don't know how, but he's like, if this lands 30 times in a row, Deacon has to tell us who he likes. After like 4 minutes of him flipping bottles, it lands 30 in a row. He is absolutely freaking out. And then at this point, I'm like, oh shit, this isn't good. So then I decide to just like skedaddle out of there. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Good night, guys. It's like 3:10, 3 o'clock. And then he's like, no, Deacon, tell us. And then I leave. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. So after this, I decide to leave. I go to bed. And then they both start texting me. My phone is going crazy. I got an Android, so it makes that notification sound. I have that blasting in my ear for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh my god. And then they're both messaging me, and then eventually my ex Haley just messages me privately. She's like, "Hey, you could just tell me if you want." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe." And then at this point, I'm already screwed. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Also, before I continue the story, give me a second. I have a special guest to invite along. Okay, everyone, we're back. Sorry about the interruption, but our special guest has joined us on the show today. Kaylan Lambert.
Hello.
Hey, Kaylan. I'm pretty sure they hear you loud and clear. So welcome to the show, Kaylan. What do you want to say?
Hi.
All right. Well, you're here for another 12 minutes, basically. So I hope you enjoy it. Anyways,
Okay.
so I'm gonna continue my story. Kaylan, feel free to commentate, ask questions, or just make fun of me at any given moment. It's a podcast series, so
Okay.
talk about what you want. Okay. So I'm continuing my story on how I started dating Haley. And I guess how it ended too. Maybe I'll explain that. Anyways, so after it sounds so depressing when I say it out loud.
It
Anyways,
does.
so how the story this is how the story starts, kids. I mean continues. So after she's like, you can just tell me who you like if you want and like privately and not tell Oliver. I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe. And I throw my phone down. I'm like, no, fuck this shit. I'm like, I can't right now. So I get up, I go brush my teeth. It's like 3:10 in the morning, 3:30 at this point. My parents are in their room watching TV, and I'm like, how are they still awake? Eh, whatever. So then when I get into bed, I close my door, turn my fans on, and I'm like, okay, it's time for a nice sleep. 10 million notifications from Oliver and Haley later. I'm like, okay, I can't. She's like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And then I'm like, you can try and guess. She's like, okay, are they in your class? I'm like, maybe. And she's like, oh, okay. After like 10 minutes of her taking random guesses, she's finally like, I don't know who it is. And I'm like, bro, you named like every girl in our entire grade at this point, and you still haven't figured out. So then I told her I liked her, and she's like, oh, okay, this changes nothing between us. And I'm like, alright. Kaylan, what do you have to say about that? What's your reaction to that information?
Well, now I know
Okay.
how it happened. Happy.
That's all you have to say.
Yes.
Well, now I know how it happened.
And now I can make fun of you at school for it.
Oh, yay, thank you.
You're
Another thing
welcome.
I forgot to mention is I know Kayla in real life. For the two people that I don't know in real life watching this. Anyway, what a terrible life I have. Anyways, so after this, I'm like, okay, whatever. When I told her I liked her, I'm not even lying. My whole like body was shaking. I just turned my phone off and dropped it. And I was like, I was breathing like crazy, and I'm like, I can't, I can't, I can't. And then my phone went off. I heard the ominous doo 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 doo, and I'm like, oh god. I look at it, yeah, it's a text message, and I'm like, I don't, nope. I don't want to click it. After 10 minutes, I just leave my phone in my bed. It's like 10 minutes go by. I'm just sitting there like, and then that's what she said. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we good then. And then like after like 2 weeks or so of like talking, like every single night, we were talking every night till like 11 p.m. And then I just asked her one day, I'm like, you want to be my girlfriend? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh my god, really? And then in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Very brave of you.
yeah, I know. I'm
See, I
like,
didn't even have the courage
I'm like, how did
for
that just?
mine.
I'm like, how did that even happen? I'm like, 2 weeks ago I told you that I liked you, and you said this would change nothing between us. And 2 weeks later, you're my girlfriend now. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, whatever. I'm not judging. This is like amazing. Yeah, a couple months later, breakup happened. We just stopped talking, and she lost interest in me. That is, if she even had interest in me in the first place.
Well, she probably did. Just a little.
Only a little bit. Only a little.
Well, she probably did. Just be honest, Deacon.
Yeah. Anyways, continuing to now that we're done with that, uh, Kaylan, how about you give us a story?
Um,
We got
about
like eight
what?
minutes left, so you got plenty of time.
About what?
Anything.
Well, I don't have any
Oh,
stories off the top of my head.
some school drama you've been involved in.
Um, can it be like me getting well, in my first bit of trouble?
Sorry, you getting in what? Yeah, go ahead. Like any school drama. I don't mean like crush related. I just mean like any school drama in general.
Okay.
Uh, Kaylan, your thing just glitched out there. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. Kaylan, are you alive?
Well, I was friends with him before he was like dramatic and stuff.
So you're friends with someone who's a bit dramatic. That's all I made up from that. Anyways, continue. What were their
Uh,
what were their name? Your thing is glitching right now. Okay then. Ah, very interesting. You're so wise with words. I have no clue if glitched audio stays in the video or if it fixes it for him. So, I'm not sure if you guys could hear this right now or if I can't and you
and
can.
so
Alright.
after the thing with Tyson,
Oh, it was a
um,
Tyson. Of course it was.
yeah, that's what I just said 30 times.
Yeah, your thing is glitching though, so that's the first time it actually went through. Honestly, what was I
Yeah,
expecting? Of course it was gonna be Tyson. I've never really gotten in trouble before. I've never really had any visit. I've never gotten in trouble
Oh,
before,
one
and
of my
I've
stories
the few times I did go to
good.
the office, it wasn't because I was in trouble.
Give
Like,
you one of my great stories because I
sure,
remember those little.
sure, go ahead. That is if your fucking mic doesn't have a stroke. But yeah, go ahead.
So in grade four, I was you're kind of
Mhm.
um. Oh, just the back of my chair,
Ah,
the
he's got a
top
wise
of my
way with
lungs.
words. He's got a really wise way with words. Kaylan, just to let you know you're still glitching.
Um, after Madame Megan pulled
So anyways, so today guys, I like to let you know of the YouTube channel's very first sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a free to download game on iOS and Android and computer. So if you wish to play an awesome game with lots of heroes, not heroes, lots of champions. Okay, no, I'm kidding. We're not sponsored by anything. Speaking of sponsors, though, my very first YouTube video, welcome to the channel, uh, some unknown reason to God, it has ads on it. So, if you go back to that video, chances are, before it starts, you're gonna get an ad. Don't know why it has ads on it, but
the worst
it
video.
does. Yeah, it's the worst video, but it has ads.
I don't do that even more crazy than grade four.
Anyways, so,
I
you
kicked.
know, Kaylan, you're glitching right now. Take a minute to stop. Oh my god. Anyways, so
What the hell? There's cops already in here.
hey, you're back. I can hear you. All I heard was something about what the hell and cops being in there. Are you playing GTA?
Yeah.
Of course you are. I'm stuck staring at a screen that just says The Deeksure Talks Episode 2. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
gonna
I had a
freeze into my
YouTube
screen
channel.
and like destroy my TV's picture. Every time I play games, it'll just be there. The Deeksure Talks.
Just reminding you of this.
Anyways, so
So the first video on it was hot
just to
potato
let you
with an egg
what? Okay, you know what? I'm
playing
just gonna
hot
take it from here. Yeah, we got ads on the first video somehow. We are not sponsored. That part was completely a joke. I've never even played Raid Shadow Legends. I'll be
potato.
fully honest. Do most YouTubers that get sponsors even play the game? They're obviously just paid to say that. There's no way they actually played the game or played it beforehand. They obviously are just paid to say that to make the game seem good,
Yeah.
even though it's probably absolute shit. But yeah, we only
Hot
got
potato
like
with an egg, and the camera was not at the right angle.
something about hot potato with an egg and the camera not being at the right angle. You guys heard the
The
man. You
camera
guys heard the man. Yo, Kaylan, is there anything else you want to say about my cringy story? There's only like a minute and a half
beautiful.
left. It was beautiful.
It's
Aw, are you gonna make fun of me about it at school now?
baby.
Maybe. I'm
I might
surprised.
be like, eh,
At least you're not Parker. If you were Parker, he would have said definitely yes. Just
yeah.
saying, he would
Not
have
that mean.
definitely said yes. You're not that mean. I know
Reed
you're not.
Kirkham or
Oh yeah, Reed Kirkham, Haley's new boyfriend. You just had another stroke. Okay.
well, your ex Kirkham.
You had another stroke, but anyways, so we are just about out of time. If not, we are out of time. It's been like 30
Ex
minutes now,
girlfriend
so
is now dating Reed Kirkham.
wow, really? Yeah, I know that, Kaylan. I've known this for like months now, and nor do I really care. Like, I really do not care at all. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, just like those little blue bars at the bottom tell you to. And enjoy the rest of your day. This is the Deeksher Gaming. Or the Deeksher Talks, whatever you want to call me, signing out. Kaylan, do you want to say anything? Okay, I just heard axe. Oh. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye. It's the Deeksher signing out.